beautiful Capricorn, welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your monthly reading for October 2021. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram or Patreon. I do not take money, e-gifts or donations. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for any of those things, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam. Let's move straight on. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds, and let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Capricorn, so of course we are in Libra season, which is about balance, it's about harmony, it's also about love relationships as well, peace, love and kindness, that's the energy of the month, but it's also about justice and good karma. Now, of course, it's also about flushing out final opportunities. As we're closing the year out, you get an extra dose of luck. Jupiter makes itself known in this month, so expect things to go a little bit more easier for you in some respects, and in others, of course, Mercury is in retrograde, so it may be a little bit bumpy, or we may have to sort of learn patience. Mercury also sort of teaches us about patience there. Now, Mercury in retrograde also means that things like communication, emails, they go in delay, but also, you know, sometimes you may find that electronics do not work for you at this time, or you find that they're like, you know, on pause and you're trying to send something. It can also be about misconstruing information that comes your way. Also, one final thing with that, expect returns from people in the past. Doesn't have to be an ex-lover, but it can be friends. It can be an ex-lover, of course. It can be, you know, people you haven't spoke to for a while, maybe someone you work with, or maybe it's a friend or a family member that you lost touch with. So expect that kind of energy to come through with that Mercury in retrograde. Uranus is also in retrograde until January 2022. That's actually a positive thing because it brings out the best in you. It brings out confidence, and also you become more socially sort of conscious at this time, which is great for humanity to become, you know, a bit more awakened in terms of the social care that we need to take in terms of the world at the moment. And finally, of course, Saturn is in retrograde until the 10th of October. So this is about the inner work, okay? And it prepares you for success. Now, the 10th house is activated for you, which is quite interesting. That's about ambition. It's about career, that driven, motivated energy. And if you've been feeling like you've been a little bit unmotivated recently, you're going to get a little boost of it here in October. Also, if you are on the right path in terms of your career, expect to be recognized for a job well done, or you to be starred for some really good news with regards to your career. Also, if you are a little bit unsure of your path, expect to find or discover something that really makes you passionate and makes you want to move forward, or even tweak your plan. If your plan's not currently working, you may try and sort of take another route to get to where you want to go. But your ambition is really starred right at the end of the month there, the 4th house of home life, family, where you belong, all things domestic like DIY, making your home space a more peaceful place. Could even be about, you know, moving home or settling in somewhere else. Personal goals like diet, health, you know, your inner needs and relationships are all starred at the end of the month, and things start to become a little bit easier because we have that Uranus and Saturn sort of happening as well. Now, your protagonist energy, Capricorn, is my gosh, they just gave me a name, so you know, the name was Rosalind. Okay, sorry, I had to pause because they just gave me a name, which is Rosalind. So if your name is Rosalind or Rosalind, I think there's a D on the end there. I'm not really sure. Rosalind, I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. Please take it as it resonates. They really give me names right off the bat. So if that's you, there's something in this message for you. If it's not your name or it does not connect to you in any shape or form, doesn't mean it's not your reading. Just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading. The energy I got, that's why my finger went, I can't even do it. It was like, it's almost like pay attention. like something, but they actually pointed at the Lovers card. I don't know if you, I'm going to have to sort of rewind the video because the energy I'm getting, I'm being drawn to the Lovers card. So anyway, the Hermit card is an energy of solitary sort of space to think, to breathe, to reflect on something. So this is your protagonist energy. Maybe you're taking a little bit time out from something to really just focus on your inner needs, what is necessary for the next part of your journey. The Hermit often takes themselves out of the rat race or out of any distractions of day to day in order to really focus on the journey, the path, what it is that is your truth. So this could be, you know, if you're keeping your eye on the prize when it comes to career, you may feel like you have to sort of get rid of any distractions in October and really focus on the task at hand. So you may feel like you're in a solitary energy. This is something you got to do by yourself. Okay, that's the energy that you got. But we do have the Lovers card here, so it does indicate that there are people who can help you if you want, or people will gravitate. The necessary people to help you along your path are going to gravitate towards you. Use your intuition wisely as to who you partner up with. If you're thinking about partnering up with someone in business, Capricorn, you know, your intuition is key here. But the Hermit says you're in that mode where you're trying to see your inner world, probably trying to check in with your intuition on something. There's a choice, okay? The Lovers card does throw up a choice for you, but the Hermit says sometimes it's necessary to really just sort of take a step back and see the bigger picture. So I feel like that's, you know, when you're feeling a little bit world weary, or even if you feel a little bit like you've lost your motivation or your drive for something, you just need to take a step back to see, am I still passionate about this? Is this something I still want to do on my life's purpose path? If it's not, how do I tweak the journey ahead? How do I move forward from here? So I feel like maybe even, you know, if you're taking a respite, maybe you're taking a vacation or something where you're like, you know what, I really need to refocus, okay? Because this card is when you're feeling a little bit like, I just don't even know how I'm feeling about things right now. I'm feeling numb or overwhelmed. I just need to like regroup and rethink something. So you may be really thinking about you know, taking some time out. Listen to your guides. They're really close to you at this time, especially October. We've got All Hallows, you know, we've got Samhain there at the end of the month. You know, Hallows just means, you know, sacred. So those who are in spirit, ancestors, or people you hold dear in spirit. The veil is very, very thin. So, you know, expect them to come through and give lots of messages. They're really showing me, you know, as you can see that bird there, you know, it's like around the ear. So it's like really listen to your inner guides, what it is you want to focus on, what it is that you have to do for the next part of your journey. Now, we have the Lovers card here, of course, which is an energy of soulmate, but it is also about partnerships. And, you know, it's Gemini energy. We got Virgo flanking either side, actually. So we've got the High Priestess right there as well. So this is about your sort of like Virgo energy is about very industrious, very studious, very sort of, you know, caring kind of energy. So, you know, you may be focusing a little bit more on finances or practical matters that really need to be worked out or ironed out in October. The Lovers card in this position indicates you may have a choice, but you're finding it very hard to choose something. Choose a path, choose a person, choose a friend to rely on. Whatever it is for you, because it's going to be different for everyone, you're finding it difficult to find a direction that you should go in. So you may be taking yourself time out to really focus on which way you're drawn, because often when there's a lot of noise in life, you know, we get a little bit overwhelmed, and that's why we go into that Hermit mode. Now the Lovers card in this position, it's like you got it in the reverse. You may feel a little bit separated from someone or something, or you may feel like you have to. That's the challenge, to separate from something and move on to find, you know, where you fit in, especially when that fourth house is activated at the end of the month. The challenge there is, where do you belong? You're asking those bigger questions. Does this feel good? Do these people feel good? Does this situation feel good? Does it really vibe with me? If not, you're in search of something greater, something better, something more authentic. Now, the Lovers, as you can see, is a choice card, so that figure right in the center is like, I don't know which direction I go in, but there's a left and a right there, so it's almost like, which one should I choose? You know, the angel wings are by each side, okay? Now, typically, the ears would be that side, so your guides are with you, so please pay attention. Your heart chakra must be wide open, because your heart will always lead the way. Even if you choose the safest route, in life and go, you know what, if I choose that person because they won't hurt me. Circumstances will come along to show you that actually the safest route in terms of like, you know, if you, I don't know how to put this. So for example, if you've got a choice in love and you're like madly in love with someone who is like exciting, adventurous, but you know, has a tendency not to really settle down, and you're like, how does that person really apply to my life? I want something more settled. And then you've got another love option that is a little bit more safe. You know, they go to their office, you know, they have a bit more grounded life, whereas the other person is a little bit more like doing freelance work, perhaps occasionally going abroad, doing work projects there. Doesn't mean they don't love you any more or any less. You may be looking at like, which is the sort of most dependable or practical option. And sometimes some people, I'm not saying you Capricorn, but sometimes we fall into a bit of a trap in life where we go, okay, my heart really wants to go over here, but this is probably like the safest option. So whilst you are thinking about that sort of stable environment, remember your heart will always win eventually. So again, that applies to a job situation. If you want to be an artist, for example, and you know, it is best for you to, at this time, because we're all going through major transitions when it comes to economics and things like that, you may find like you can't do things that really set your soul on fire. So you take another job in order to pay the bills, do the practical stuff. That's okay, but your heart will yearn for the other, and you will eventually streamline it so you do the two at the same time, until such time as your heart completely wins and, you know, brings you back to where you really want to be. So that's what I'm kind of saying when I mean the safest route. I hope that means, I mean, you should absolutely always remain safe, okay, in terms of your personal safety. But when it comes to following your heart, your goals and your dreams, sometimes you got to come out of a comfort zone, but sometimes it's nice to have that safety net, like a secondary job or whatever it is, in order to move forward. I feel like you've got like a directional thing going on. That's why that's coming through in the month of October. So if you're doing something that doesn't really motivate you and you feel a little bit isolated and you're like, this isn't me, this isn't what I really wanted to do, and there's something really sort of tugging at your heartstrings, whispering at you from the sidelines saying, you know, you always wanted to do this, I feel like you will find a way of implementing both until such time as the heart one brings you more money, or, you know, brings you more stability. I do feel like there is stability here, but the Lover's card does indicate that there is a choice. Speak up for what you need there, or what you want. Now, of course, if you're looking for love and you're in a solitary energy, it can be just that you're single, looking for love, and the Lover's card says there's potential here for you to find your soulmate. The challenge is finding that soulmate. There may also be a challenge here because we got it in the resistance position, like I got it in the reverse there, which indicates there could be someone that you're separated from, that you've got a bit of a psychic bond with this person, and you know, you're trying to sort of take some time out and really think about your own needs. Does this person really still vibe with you? Is it wise to choose this person if they've hurt you in the past? Bigger questions are being asked with that Lover's card choice. So again, apply it to your situation. We're going to go a little bit deeper and find out with the Celtic cross, but the overall outcome, Spirit says, trust your intuition. Some things are meant to be understood with a logical mind. Things like love or following your heart when it comes to career. I mean, of course, you can have a strategy when it comes to a career, a plan, that sort of thing, but the heart wins and the intuition always guides. So please check in with your intuition there. As you can see, there will be unity. Okay, there's a big old face there as one, and there's two halves coming together. So basically, the Hermit starts as a solitary figure. Oh my gosh. What is that? Okay. Okay. Well, actually, I guess Halloween is coming. They're showing me. This is gross. I don't even know if I really want to say it, but okay, they're showing it to me, so I will show it. It's like a joke finger that has been severed or something. I mean, gosh, please don't tell me any one of you have just cut off your finger. That would be just be horrendous. And I'm sending you out so much love if that was you. Please pay close attention to whatever it is you're doing if you're cutting things, okay? But I feel like it's more in the sort of vein of someone playing a prank on somebody. I feel like it's someone like putting a joke finger, or, you know, I don't know what that is. Either you're preparing one as you listen to this reading for something like Halloween or something. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen something like that in a reading before. So I'm just going to leave it there. Okay, if that connects to somebody, perhaps, or if you did have were unfortunate enough to have an accident like that, you know, I'm sending you so much love and healing. You know, so anyway, I'll leave it there. Okay, moving on. So your outcome position, as you can see, if you're starting in solitary energy, there's a potential to meet love, whether you are going out to a Halloween thing, I guess, because that Halloween energies just come up there, or, you know, intuitively, there will be a psychic bond. You are going to be drawn to somebody. Now, either this is somebody that you know and you've been separated from and you're mending something, or this is something that, you know, you are finding. It's almost like a love at first sight thing where you just know that this person's right for you. It could also be like a job partnership. You may be weighing up your options, whether you should be with a partnership in a job situation, or whether you're, you know, joining a new company or you're going into a different department. It's almost like asking, where do I fit in? Where do I belong? And then going, I just click. I just fit here. Okay. Now, of course, Capricorn, I always say to people, you know, why fit in when you're born to stand out? I do feel like the crown chakra is very, very highlighted here, which means there's going to be some sort of recognition for whatever it is that you do. Now, let's go a little bit forward. So although, you know, there's a potential to fit in, I don't feel like you're blending in with the crowd, if that makes sense. Okay, now let us move forward. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Capricorns? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for the month of October? What are they meant to see for their highest good? Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Now, just to let you know, for those of you who are interested, I opened the spread with the White Witch Tarot by Maya de Aust, and now I'm using the Tarot of the Mystical Moments by CATRIN, WELZ, STEIN. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. The Fool card. So something new is happening here. What's the challenge? Whoa. Okay. Okay, they want that in that position. Sorry, I do apologize. These cards are like my little babies, and I just get really distressed. And I know, you know, the water is, of course, a hazard there. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you noticed, like, I meditate on the cards and everything, and normally the water is clear, but something is bubbling up here, okay? There's nothing in the water, only, you know, when I meditate over it, and it started to bubble, so there's still bubbles there. So I think something is bubbling up for you in October, quite literally, but we'll see. Now we got that Ace of Cups there. This is the challenge. So either you're having some sort of new start, or you recognize you need to come out of your comfort zone and make a new start, but you're feeling like your heart's not in it at the moment, so you're trying to find your motivation, your drive in order to move forward. But I will clarify each card as we get to it. Ooh, we got a King of Swords in the past, so something you're thinking about. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. We got the Queen of Cups here. We got Justice. I knew Justice would show up. It's been pretty much showing up in a lot of the readings. We've got the Three of Cups. So either there's three of you here. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. But there's definitely celebration. Where would you like to... Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. We got the Moon card. And we've got the Knight of Swords. Okay, so let us see what is happening here. The Fool card. So this is the heart of the matter, Capricorn. Something needs either a rebirth. It needs to, you need to take a chance on something, or open yourself up to a new path, because maybe you're feeling a little bit stuck, a little bit bored. You know something needs to change. You may even feel a little bit cynical, like, you know, it's almost like you're waking up feeling like, different day, same sort of thing. You know, I just feel like this kind of like, it's hard to sometimes motivate. And I feel like you are trying to reach for something greater, something better here, you know, but it's going to force you out of your comfort zone in some way. Now, when you get this card, the universe says it's time for optimism. Be positive. It's almost like take that first step. As soon as you take that first step, the universe will take 10 steps towards you. So whether you are birthing a new idea or a new plan, or, you know, you're figuring something out here with that Hermit card, and you're like, okay, I need to do something different in order to get a different outcome. The Fool card often takes the first step not knowing where he or she is going. Okay, it's a kind of a naive energy to be in. feeling like, okay, the universe will provide, I will accomplish great things. I don't know how I'm going to get to my goal, but I'm going to get there. I'm just going to take the first step and see what happens. So I feel like that's the energy that you got to be in, where have faith. Anything is possible. Okay. I do feel like you need to be open because there's a lot of opportunity coming here. And, you know, I feel like you're getting either being offered something that you actually will end up really love doing, or, you know, if your heart has not been in something for a while that you've normally been passionate about, I feel like that energy will change and shift over October. And I feel like it will transform you. Okay. And I also feel like it will transform your outcome because there's some major lifestyle changes happening here, right? This is your outcome kind of, I mean, in the near future, we got justice here. So there could be some sort of, you know, balance, harmony, but also contracts, things like that, if it's to do with career. But the Ace of Cups says something comes along that really catches your heart. Okay. Now this could be a person. So if you feel like, you've separated, oh, we got a little bit energy joining. I hope you saw that with the camera. Oh, okay. Just as I said camera, they said Cameron. So if your name is Cameron, there's something in this message for you, or it could be that someone called Cameron is connected to you. Maybe they're taking a new step in another direction or something like that. Cameron. Yeah, so if it does not connect to you, doesn't mean it's not your reading, just means they want that person to pay close attention to the reading. Okay, yeah, so in terms of love, because we've got the Hermit card there and we've got the Lover's card, this indicates that there is going to be an offer coming through, but you may feel like, well, there's nobody about, Bubba. How am I going to get love if there's nobody like milling about? I feel like you will know as soon as you meet this person. It's more with that High Priestess, it's more of a psychic bond, click between you and a person. It could also be with that Lover's card in the Resistance position, someone that you are thinking about healing something with, especially since we got that King of Swords there. Can you see they go to that King of Swords is someone who's thinking about you, but also you may be thinking about someone. You may not want to, but they've got a sort of a needle and thread there. So either you're mending yourself from this, or you're you know, thinking about mending something with somebody. We will clarify as we go forward, but the Ace of Cups tends to be new love, or a proposal. Perhaps someone's going to propose to you. If you maybe you're taking some time out to think, oh, okay, I really love this person, but you know, to put a ring on it is a big deal. It's you know, a forever kind of energy. So you may be like, okay, let me see if I'm in a position, because Capricorn, I feel like stability is important to you, but I always feel like you like to be very stable in other areas of your life first before you start taking a walk down an aisle, or you know, making a deeper commitment like that. Well, that's the energy that I'm getting in this reading anyway. But the Ace of Cups says there is an offer coming on in here. Now in terms of career, it's something that you love doing, something that will really capture your attention and will really transform the way that you work and how you love what you do, and bring more money for it. When you get the Ace of Cups, it normally means hold that feeling that all is well in your heart, and it shall be so, okay? But because it's in the challenge position, there may be moments of you feeling a little bit doubt, or a little bit disconnected from something that you love doing, and feeling sometimes a little bit disappointed or defeated, or a little bit depressed that things are not moving forward as quickly as you'd hoped. That is the challenge, to keep that balance and try and find that motivation, that drive, or that desire for what you love doing. Because, I mean, I know it's hard, Capricorn. We all go through moments of self-doubt. You know, anyone who tells you be positive all the time, I mean, it's just not natural. You know, we all have to go in the ebb and flow of life. But I feel like you are going to find that balance, because we got that Justice card. Now, what is deep below you? We got the Five of Swords, a little bit overthinking, perhaps a feeling that the way of working, or the way that things used to be, are long in the past, and maybe you feel like you're still taking a little piece of it with you, but you're trying to find yourself, okay? It's almost like there's a desire to rediscover yourself. The Five of Swords can be like an energy of mental conflict, overthinking something that maybe didn't work out in the past, or you know, you felt like you gave everything. You put your heart, your soul, your time, your care, blood, sweat, and tears into something, sacrificed so much, and it did not give back in the same way. Now, whether that's a person, a relationship, a friendship, whether it is you know, people taking advantage of you, people not appreciating you, deep down right now you're feeling like, I gotta do something different, because right now I'm just feeling like I'm overthinking everything. I feel like I'm losing, and there's just this energy, as you can see, you know, that heart there is mending. Okay, so it just feels like either your heart's not in it, or I mean quite literally, not in it, and you're going to bring your heart somewhere else, to another either career or another another situation, another town, whether you're moving home, whether you're looking for a new relationship. The Five of Swords says, leave whatever does not suit you in the past, whatever caused you pain, whatever causes you to overthink things. Take your heart elsewhere and blossom and thrive despite it. Okay, as you can see, she's taking that piece. That's the lesson. That's her heart, and she's blossoming despite whatever it is or whatever it was that hurt her in the first place. Or that she's overthinking, or feeling like, no matter how hard she's tried, battled away to achieve something, struggled, it was not meant to be in that situation. Doesn't mean there's failure. It can mean that, okay, this part of the plan is not working. So how can I take what I know, all that knowledge, how can I take my heart onto a different route in order to achieve the same thing? Okay, because it can be like coming out of a comfort zone and doing something totally different in order to be very successful. It's about weighing up your options and strategizing. Now, what are you leaving behind in October? We've got the King of Swords there. Now, the King of Swords is someone who is very intellectual, and you may have been thinking over a plan, mulling over something here, making a strategy, really working out what it is you need to do next. And that really connects to that Hermit card, okay? It is almost like, okay, let me just regroup. The truth is everything. You're being honest with yourself first and foremost, and then you're like, okay, how can I formulate a plan? As you can see, this person, this King of Swords there, is stitching all these little stars together. So it's almost like you're illuminating the way. You are sort of connecting all the dots, as it were, all the moments of epiphanies where you're like, wow, I really love doing that. Why did I never think about doing that? And I feel like you're connecting the dots and working out, formulating a plan. That's what I feel here. And I feel like this is something that you've already been thinking about, and now's the time for action. Okay, so whatever's been bubbling up for you is going to materialize on this, the earthly plane. This is like an epiphany, or you're thinking before you act. So I feel like, your passion, your drive is really starting to, I feel like it's almost like, you put your heart over there and you're like, okay, let's deal with the logistics right here. But I feel like the strategy or the plan has already been formulated and you're moving forward. Now I'm going to pull a quick card on this because, of course, I cannot ignore the fact that the Hermit and the Lover's card is in the Lover's card is in the Resistance position. So this can mean that you are leaving something behind, or leaving someone, a relationship behind, and you're moving forward. You're not looking back. Maybe someone that you have not been talking to, that you're thinking about mending it with, or So I'm just going to quickly pull a card on that King of Swords. Can you please clarify for my beautiful Capricorn? We have the Four of Pentacles, and we got the Page of Wands. So there is an energy here of, holding back a little bit on something, or, whether you are thinking, what, I'm not going to talk to that person until they come towards me with an apology. Or it can be, the Four of Pentacles is often a desire for long-term security. So again, I'm getting this energy of you strategizing or formulating a plan to sort of either manage your wealth or hold on to what you've got, be really resourceful with it, build upon it. In terms of love, I feel like you're holding on to something that can be mended, but just be mindful that, two people need to open up to that level of vulnerability. You could have been dealing with someone who was quite closed in their energy, and, it was very difficult to get to know them. They had a barrier up. I feel like this card can mean, maybe if the relationship is worth it for you, you may be thinking, taking some time out to think about how you can help this person open up, or how you can try and understand things from their perspective. Or it can be vice versa. Maybe you're holding back on something because you don't trust. Maybe you got trust issues from the past. Perhaps you are trying to find the truth of something, or really work out how do you feel about something. So you're being really logical, to when you're talking to people, but in private, because the Hermit card is in private, is like, well, how do I feel about this? Or how do I move forward? Now, the Page of Wands is inspiration, though. Okay, Page of Wands is freeing yourself up of the mind. It is about going after what your heart truly desires. So it can be a new project that is formulated, or, you're taking on a new job that really speaks to that passion, that level of excitement and enthusiasm, you venturing forth. I feel like you've got a plan, and now you're being really bold and taking action on it. So it could also mean that there is new passion, or you're in search of, new passion there. Could also, if you are with someone that is a little bit younger than you and you separated from this person, I mean, you could expect a message from them as well, because we got Mercury in retrograde. But it's that energy of patience, okay? I mean, it's very difficult. But I feel like, again, it's like someone who's either normally a wanderer or someone, and I don't mean wanderer as in they wander off into another relationship. I mean a wanderer as in they don't really... they haven't got to the stage where they're like, okay, I'm going to settle down, I'm going to buy a house, I'm going to do, I feel like they're a little bit more free. So either they do freelance work, they travel, I feel, this is someone who's quite exciting, very passionate, very exciting to be with. But if you're thinking long-term security, there may be a little bit of battle here in you weighing up your options. Now, also the Page of Wands, if it is to do with career for you, this is about being bold. Some sort of new project that you may have been dreaming of. I feel like you're aligning yourself with your purpose and with success here. New ideas really do have value. Dream big, dream bold, Capricorn, because you have the power to take charge and really change your life for success. Okay, now we've got we've got the Queen of Cups there. So this is in the sort of potential position. Capricorn, the Queen of Cups, even though you are an earth sign, this is a water element. This is about self-care, compassion, putting your own needs first. You're a healer, okay? Very important. But also it is again of you venturing forward, loving yourself, knowing that you truly deserve the best in life, and following your heart, okay? Also, as you can see, the Queen of Cups tends to be someone who is very nurturing, very caring, has a lot of love to offer, and therefore is very attractive when it comes to partnering up with relationships. So if you're looking for love, I feel like opening your heart to this love is very important. If you're someone who tends to be a little bit guarded because of past hurt, because we've got that right down there. If someone's hurt you in the past, deep down, you may be still mending from that. So give yourself some compassion. It's going to take as long as it takes. You don't have to get out there straight away and find someone new, because that's like putting a plaster over old wounds, and that's not going to hurt. That's not going to help anybody, okay? That's actually just going to raise its old ugly head later on when you just least expect it or want it. The Queen of Cups also says be careful of people who take advantage of your time, your energy, energy vampires, because not everybody has your best interests at heart. So that High Priestess and the Queen of Cups especially, very intuitive. Use that wonderful intuitive gift that you've got there, Capricorn, and make sure your heart is very pure. So make sure the person that you connect with, whether it's in business, whether it's in relationships, family members, or lovers, whatever it is, make sure that they're just on the same page as you, as it were, and that you're not doing all the leg room. As you can see with this Queen of Cups there is a seahorse, so that pretty much means what is meant for you will never pass you by. Seahorses, they tend to partner up for life. So I feel like you have the potential here to meet somebody who loves you fully, with wild abandon, someone who's got a lot of depth if you're looking for love, someone who's very honest, open, someone who's kind, maybe you love at first sight. It's going to come out of nowhere, because we got the Moon card and we got the Tower. It may come when it's actually least convenient for you, is what they're giving me, okay? Also, I feel with this card, I'm going to pull a card on it, because I do feel like there is potential to mend something with somebody, or someone gravitates towards you when, how would you like to receive? It could be a friendship. It could be the Nine of Swords in the reverse, yeah, and we've got the Queen of Pentacles here in the reverse. So, I mean, it can be a friend that you felt maybe was, either was financially dependent on you, or was even a little bit envious of you. This person may come towards you, okay? This person, I mean, you always want to believe the best in people, Capricorn. So, you may have given this person a second, a third, a fourth chance there. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles can be, because it's feminine energy, we got two court cards here. So it could be someone who, you loaned money to this person, they never gave it back. They may be coming back with that Nine of Swords in the reverse there. This indicates you recovering from something. So either, as I said, they took the money and run, or they did not invest in your relationship fully or friendship fully. I mean, it could be a love relationship as well. Please take it as it resonates. The Nine of Swords in the reverse there says that the fear or the anxiety connected to this was unwarranted, but you're healing from it. You've recovered from this. So it could be a relationship that you invested all of your love, care, attention to, and they took advantage. So just be mindful, because they're giving me that energy off those cards. In the near future, we've got the Justice card. So I feel towards the end of the month, either signing contracts, or this month is going to be about contracts. Pay close attention to anything you're signing, Capricorn. You don't want any nasty surprises. We do have a tower moment there, so just be a little bit mindful of that. The Justice card says things will be fair. They will be balanced. If you are looking for an extra sort of smidgen of luck, what a wonderful word they gave me, smidgen. I would never use that. Well, I maybe I do know the word. Maybe I've used it in the past, but I can't really think of me saying it before. But anyway, smidgen. Wow. Okay, I'll move on. The Justice card, I feel like, is good karma, so it will bring you a smidgen of good luck. But basically, this card kind of says the effort that you put into something, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, or a career, you will be recompensed for it. You're going to get your just deserts, rewards, okay? Also, expect someone to come and ask for forgiveness, or some sort of, I feel like some sort of truth is coming out here. So I really want to pull a card on that. I'm getting a song, Capricorn, and I just said, you may be hearing from someone who wants to tell you the truth or make amends. The song I got was Return to Sender. Is it by Elvis Presley? It says, could you play the song again, please? Thank you so much. I'm truly grateful. Return to Sender. Address unknown. No such. I think that says number. I'm not really sure. No such home. I'm not really sure. I'm gonna have to look up the lyrics on that, but that's what's coming through right now. So I guess I feel they haven't shown me that it's Elvis Presley. I mean, my gosh, maybe it's something that's more contemporary. That's it. No, I feel it's that period, but so please take it as it resonates. I'm going to look up the lyrics afterwards. But I mean, if someone's coming to mend something, I mean, I'm not here to judge, Capricorn. Perhaps this is someone who's done a real, not very nice thing towards you. So perhaps you're like ignoring this person, or you're sort of pushing their message away. You don't want to hear from them. So I don't know what that is, but anyway, that's come through. So I'm just going to give you that. We got the Queen of Cups in reverse. Okay, so someone has either made you feel insecure, you don't trust them, or you gave someone a lot of love here and they took advantage. The Queen of Cups says someone's taken advantage of me. Someone has, made me feel insecure. It can also mean that someone withdrew their love. I mean, there's a lot of queens going on here in this reading. I mean, we've got a knight there, and we've got a king. So, but I mean, there could be a lot of feminine energy. Perhaps there's been a little bit of, angst in a friendship, because we've got Three of Cups right there as well. So please take it as it resonates. I feel like some good karma is coming your way, and I feel like someone is going to tell you a truth about something that with the song that came up at the same time, I feel like you're not really interested in hearing about it at this time, because you're like, I can't focus on that. I want to focus on my own needs. Okay. Now we do have the Three of Cups. It's basically your advice to yourself. Okay, so I feel like you're really trying to find that positive energy. Three of Cups is celebration. So maybe you're celebrating the little things in life, the little wins, and praying or hoping for the bigger wins. Also, I feel like there is either you're partnering up with some people in business. Doesn't have to be just another person. It can be, there can be three of you, because I feel like this is like a cornerstone energy that I'm getting. So, or, it's you and two besties or something, or doing something, or perhaps it's you and two people at work. I do feel like there's an energy of people pooling together to share the resources, or to make something really quite exciting. I feel like there's luck here. The Three of Cups often tends to be luck, okay? Like a really great deal. People pulling together to celebrate some sort of deal. So I feel like, I just get this energy of like deal. This is really good. Your advice to yourself is, not to jump through hoops for anything or anybody, but I feel like there's some people that you can rely on, and I feel like you'll be connecting to at this time. Also, the Three Cups is to celebrate. So I feel like you're, no matter what happens in life, I feel like you're trying to find the good things to celebrate and remain positive. Now, the external circumstances around the world for you at this moment in time, or the energy that is affecting you of this time period, is rest. Take some time out. I mean, they keep saying it. So there's something here that you've got to really take some time out and really think about, okay? Really sort of check in with your intuition, be reflective, don't have any distractions, and rest, because it's all about to kick off, okay? It's almost like get ready for the big stuff, because it's about to happen. Something major is happening here with that Tower card. We will see what it is, but the Four of Swords says you are protected at this time. Four of Swords tends to be an energy of, you know, rest, recoup, solitary energy, but you're protected, okay? If you have a look at the Four of Swords, they want me to show you the Four of Swords in here. If you have a look at the Four of Swords in this deck, could you please guide me to the Four of Swords? Thank you so much. If you have a look at the Four of Swords in the deck, basically this figure is lying down, okay, resting. Now those three swords there are hovering above that figure. There's no threat here. That person is quite at peace, knowing that they are protected, and there's one by the side. So it's almost like there's protection here. So don't worry about what's going on. You will be provided for, but they need you to have rest. Okay, could you please show me that again? Thank you so much. Okay, they're showing me a gold earring, okay, a gold earring that has either been lost or has been found, because they're only showing me one. Normally they would show me two, so if you've been out and about and you lost your gold earring, then there's something in this message for you, or maybe you found one. I don't know if you pick it up, but you may have done if it wasn't yours, so I feel like it may be yours. I don't know. In this time or in these days, I'm not sure if people just pick things up on the floor anymore. I don't know. So just, you know, take it as it resonates. It's not going to resonate for everyone. Now, it could be that there was a set of earrings that was important to you, that was gifted to you, and you've lost one, and it's causing you a little bit of angst there. Because I see someone just really looking at it, really like a little bit bereft that there's only one. So maybe it is yours. Anyway, I'll leave it there. Please take that as it resonates. We got a hope and a fear. We got a big old tower. Okay, so the hope here is, of course, that you know, you whatever it is that you're trying to take a leap of faith on or come out of your comfort zone on, you're hoping that it doesn't fail, that you don't fall flat on your face, okay? The Tower can also be a fear that you feel like everything's going to come crashing down because you've built sort of, it's almost like the world, we have our idea of what we really want to do. We have our idea of what security means for us. And world circumstances, especially in the last 2 years, have taught us all that some things can be temporary and can be turned on their head in a second. So I really feel like you're trying to find what is really important and that the little things need to be celebrated. But the Tower here, this is in your hopes and fears. This is not in what is going to happen to you. Now, the Tower is often a lot of people get a little bit scared about it. I'm not going to lie to you. It is an uncomfortable feeling. It is major upheaval. Your world is changing, but it is a transformative energy that often leads to a very positive outcome. So if you're wrestling with something like that Lover's card right in the center there is a choice, the universe comes along to nudge you off the fence, to make that choice, okay? Because if you don't, you'll remain stuck. It's even worse if you stay where you are, because you're in a prison, basically. So also, if you feel like something needs to crumble and you need to rebuild, start from the beginning again on something because you got that Fool card there, just let it happen, let it fall, because what is meant to be, okay? Sometimes we cause ourselves a lot of stress trying to keep everything, you know, all the plates going and everything like that. Sometimes we just got to breathe and say, okay, I tried my best. If it's meant to be, it will be. I'm just going to pull a card on that energy, the Tower card. Now, this could also be, you know, as I said, love arriving at the most inconvenient time for you, where you're like, okay, I've booked a vacation, and you know, now I'm sort of like, I'm taking some time out. I decided to take a week out or a month out or whatever, and you're like, and now I've met love, and I really want to spend time with that person, but you know, it's sort of, it's got to be on hold for a little bit. So I'm just going to pull a card and see what that Tower is. It can just mean shocking. It can mean like a big old surprise. It often connects to the Wheel of Fortune. For me, thank you so much, Spirit guys. We've got Three of Wands. It gives you a chance to expand. It gives you a chance to move, is what they're giving with this. we've got the Ten of Pentacles, and we've got the Queen of Wands. I mean, it's actually a really positive turnaround, okay? Three of Wands says whatever you've been waiting for, at some sort of tower moment or big opportunity sort of explodes on the scene for you in order to change, in order to move, because that Two of Wands is beforehand, which you're waiting for results, waiting for, the thumbs up from the universe to move. The Three of Wands says you're aligning yourself with success, an expansion of opportunities come towards you, and all of a sudden, things are moving again in the right direction. Whether that's love, whether that's career, it is all about your heart's desire. It's almost like looking at your domain and seeing where you need to go next. Water in Tarot always kind of means your hopes, your dreams, your goals, or love. Something to do with something that you're really emotional about there. And this figure is looking at the expanse of their emotions and their passion. Where can it take them? Where can it take you, Capricorn? So the Queen of Wands is a very positive energy. Confidence is the key, not only to finding love, of course, if you love yourself fully. The Queen of Wands energy is the most attractive, bar the Empress card in the deck. So you're turning heads, so you will attract the right love towards you. Also that wonderful feistiness that you got deep within you. Even though you're an earth element, of course you embody this feisty energy from time to time, but I do feel like luck is on your side with that Queen of Wands and that black cat. So I feel like your passion will carry you through. Also, the Queen of Wands tends to form very strong friendships or sort of creative alliances that encourage you to express yourself fully and work really well together. So I feel like there's actually a positive formation happening here of you, if you're partnering up with people in order to work with them or spark off them, brainstorm. I feel like it's very successful. And we got Ten of Pentacles, a lot of money coming on in here. Ten of Pentacles is like jackpot, okay? If it's love you're looking for, of course this is meeting someone who invests fully in a relationship, who actually walks that journey of life with you to retirement, okay? So this is basically about stability. I feel like if you come out of your comfort zone and let things just formulate and happen, I feel like stability actually finds you. It may feel exhilarating, but I feel like it's going to work out really well for you. Now the outcome position, we got the Moon card. So that's sometimes about fear, it's about uncertainty, but it's also about opportunities popping out of nowhere, or love popping out of nowhere, okay? Things are formulating behind the scenes. There's greatness coming towards you. The Moon card says, use your intuition, of course, to guide you in the right direction. If there's uncertainty, check in with your intuition, okay? But if you've been frustrated on anything or confused about anything, you will be seeing the light. There is definitely illumination here for you. And of course, the Knight of Swords says there's action. There's news coming on in as well. I feel like they give me the song again, Return to Sender. Okay, I thought I was just literally I thought maybe I would, this was just me being cheeky, Capricorn. I thought I'd mention the message again just to see if, I get that song again. I did. So they're indicating there is a message coming through to you in October at some point that you're like, you know what, I'm ignoring it or something like that. So just be mindful of that. And of course, protect yourself against energy vampires and things like that. Knight of Swords says there's a life change here. It could be a lifestyle choice, a lifestyle change. It could be that you're moving. It could be that you all of a sudden, like plot twist, you decide, I'm going to move somewhere else, or I'm going to move country, I'm going to emigrate, I'm going to change my job, I'm going to, whatever it is that you're going to and try and change here. I feel like there is the opportunity to meet someone who really sweeps you off your feet. I'm going to pull a card on that as well if you're looking for love. But if you're not, I feel like you're making changes that actually affect your happiness. As you can see, this knight here is painting out the clouds, something that has the potential to sort of, cloud over the sun. The sun is the happiest card in the deck, of course. So as you can see, this figure is painting out clouds that could potentially get in the way of happiness. So I feel like you're making radical changes, whether you are tweaking your plan, still getting, set on a goal or a dream, or whether you are, coming out of your comfort zone and taking action to look for love. If you're single, maybe you've been like, well, there's been lockdowns and, then I ate too much pasta, or I made bread and all of those things. And now I'm getting myself back in shape and I'm out there and I'm looking hot. And now I'm going to come out of my comfort zone. I'm going to find some love. So whatever it is, I feel like you're taking action on something and you're going to be very successful at it. Justice will be done. I'm just going to pull a quick card on that Knight of Swords. Four of Wands, celebration. Okay. Now, I have to mention it because I'm going to pull another card with another deck. But anyway, Four of Wands says you're hitting a finish line, or, you know, you're sort of, if you've been in the race for something, you know, you are actually going to achieve it. And, you know, it's like you're on the next milestone and it's going to be celebrated. To have this card and this card, it says there's definitely celebration. Whatever you've got in your sights, there will be celebration. Now, I also have to say with the Four of Wands, it can be a reunion card, okay? Especially since we got Mercury in retrograde as well. So it can be someone coming back from your past, trying to reunite with you. You may be like, not having it. But if you're looking for love and, you know, you are either trying to mend something with somebody or you're looking for new love and you seek new love, the Four of Wands says this could be a relationship that goes to the next stage, maybe getting engaged or settling down, moving in with each other. So I'm just going to pull another card here because this is a celebratory card. This is about security. It's about passion. It's about, you know, things being all good in the world. This is about a new creative phase, you know, forming creative alliances that bring harmony, passion, good fortune, of course, and whatever it is, you're aligning yourself with your heart's desire. Thank you so much. We got the Three of Wands in the reverse. We got the Nine of Pentacles. So that is, you know, it's been a long time you've been on your own, Capricorn, and you're self-sufficient there. But the Four of Wands says, you know, there's something here. Two of Pentacles, there's no choice here. I feel like you know what you want. Oh my gosh, the challenge card. You're finding your motivation, your drive, or you're finding love. Basically, that final card says you may be on your own or you may have been self-sufficient and, you know, you got this, but I feel like you're going to get out there and you're going to meet someone that either like sets your soul on fire, you fall completely madly in love with this person. They could be a water element, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Could also be Aries energy as well. I got that coming through. A little bit of Gemini coming through there for you as well. The Ace of Cups, as you can see, that panda has to make an effort to get into the cup. So I feel like whatever it is, whether it's a career goal or, of course, a relationship, it will require effort. It will require action, and it will be rewarding. So something's being offered to you. If your heart has not been in it, whatever it is for you, whether that's, as I said, a career or something, I feel like you will make the effort. You will find the energy and the motivation, the drive to achieve great things and be successful. I mean, this cup is a celebratory cup. There's loads of butterflies there. I mean, this is a beautiful deck. The Way of the Panda Tarot by Kimberly M. San. It's illustrated by Celia LaBelle there. Beautiful. So I feel like it's transformative and a lot to love about October for you, okay? So I'll leave that there. I'm just going to get you a card before we close. Pop that there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guide. Whoa. Okay, so we have coffee, energize, chat, meeting. Okay, so it says here connecting, discussing, catching up. I mean, it's number 3, and number 3 in the major tarots is the Empress card. So it's about knowing your worth, knowing you deserve better. Perhaps you're going to have a business meeting with someone that offers you something better that you truly deserve. Perhaps you're going to, sort of formulate a group or a plan with somebody to set up a business venture. Maybe it's reuniting with friends. We've got cat and independent. Now it says here, independent. It says, you are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. Okay, so again, as I said right at the beginning, there's something here that maybe you feel like you got to go alone on. There is a choice to partner up with people, and in the future, I feel like that is a potential, but perhaps right now you got to think about things on your own or weigh things up. When you think about a cat, they really sort of take a calculated risk before they take a leap of faith. And your Fool card is the leap of faith. And your King of Swords there, what's in the past, is the calculated formula or strategy that you've been planning. So that makes total sense. The right people who are meant to be on your path will gravitate towards you. I mean, look, those little cats, they've all found each other. So you'll be finding lots of other independent, beautiful people who want the same thing as you. But I feel like you remain strong in your own identity, okay? Also, cats, I mean, they're just so beautiful and they're so lucky. Anyway, I'm just going to get you a trinket before we close. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides and Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. Okay, so we've got a wing, so please know that your guides are with you, protecting you, especially through the month of October. Also, we got the Hunter's Moon in October, so that's about flushing out opportunities. The Hunter's Moon doesn't occur in October often. It occurs every 3 to 4 years, so make sure you formulate some sort of nice little ritual there to offer up any intentions that you've got there, any goals, dreams around about that Hunter's Moon as well. Where'd you like this? Oh, they want on the Hermit's card. So whatever it is that you are thinking about in silent, formulating that plan, your guides are with you. Listen to your intuition. We've also got the fleur-de-lis, which is about success. It's about structure. It's about security for the future. It's the Emperor card energy. So success is yours if you're becoming an entrepreneur or you're moving into a position of responsibility there. I feel that will be very, very successful. Where would you like this? They want on the Three of Cups, celebration. And finally, we've got a bicycle. Okay, so bicycle means things are moving forward. This is, natural cycle of things. Perhaps there's two of you in a natural flow, or perhaps, you're taking action, you're changing something, and you're going on a journey. You're moving that bicycle. So whether you're moving home, relocating somewhere else, or, shaking up your general day-to-day, I feel like the challenge is to keep moving forward. And there's an offer coming through, which is really wonderful. Okay, where would you like this? Where would you like this? They want it on the Knight of Swords. Well, that's an action card. So they want me to read the skirt before I go. It says, right is worth the cost. So I guess you got to ask yourself, is it worth the cost? They want me to read a little bit further down. Wow, okay. 1 minute. This is really... Great many intelligent men and women who think that political equality or any other reform should be reached a single bound, else they are inclined to think and loudly proclaim an unimaginable. They fail to see. I can't read the rest of that. I don't know what that is. I mean, none of that makes any sense apart from right is worth the cost. Women have profit to take advantage, and men are also industrial. What? The moral, I don't know what this is talking about. So I'm probably going to have to refer to the book or something to have a look at that. But anyway, I'll leave it like that. Maybe it means something to you. I hope something resonates in this reading for you, my beautiful Capricorn. If it does, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. Lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very important for me. Thank you so much, my beautiful Capricorn. Love and light.